the 9th of November 1985, the Nevada Rise volcano, located on the border between the departments of Calda and Tolima in Colombia, erupted, triggering a huge lahar that completely buried the city of Armero. More than 20,000 people perished under the mud and sediments of the volcano, in what will go down in history as the tragedy of Armero. It was the second most devastating volcanic eruption of the 20th century and the fourth deadliest volcanic event since the 16th century. It was also the worst natural tragedy in the history of Colombia, at least since the late 1984. The Colombian government had received numerous warnings from geologists and volcanologists. They alarmed about an impending eruption. In the reports, the experts pointed out a dangerous increase in the level of seismic activity near the Nevada Rise. Primarily, activity, small ferritic eruptions, and the presence of sulfur deposits at the summit are unequivocal indications that the eruption was approaching. The Colombian authorities also did not react to the evidence that the volcano produced in September, 2 months before the eruptions, when the contact of the magma with water produced explosions and notable expulsions of ash. The negligence of the Colombian state was also evident in the rescue efforts after the tragedy. By the time the squares reached Armero, 12 hours after the eruption, many of the seriously injured victims had already died. The photograph of the young inhabitant of the city, Mayra Sanchez, trapped in rubble, became an emblem of the inefficiency of the authorities and was disseminated worldwide. Sanchez died after 3 days of remaining motionless due to the impossibility of records to operate without the proper tools, and request to the national governments the improved hydraulic pump to allow his rescue was never honored.